after this.
Ryan, I guess just what did you hear in there? What was the sort of the message from Coach Hokut and the other assistants?
Obviously, everybody knows by now about Coach Shannon. It's a real emotion, man. I'm not gonna speak too much about what's gonna happen. I mean, Coach Stalin is acting as interim head coach, and we just gotta move forward right now.
Have you talked, Ryan? Has anyone spoken to Coach Shannon?
Nah, a couple of coaches and a couple of players have. I myself am getting ready to go. Probably call them in a few. And just speak to them.
You said a couple. I'm sorry. Yeah. You said a couple of players have.
Assistant.
A couple of coaches, and I'm sure a couple of players have. I haven't myself yet, but I just want to let him know that I'm there for him, and give him the support. I'm always standing for somebody who stood up for me, and however you want to put it, Coach Shannon gave everybody in that room, as players, coaches, he gave them all the opportunity. So, I think that he has all our support in there.
What did you say? I heard that you got up and spoke to the team.
I just told the team and coaches, I said, regardless of who they bring in next year, it doesn't matter who they bring in as coaches. The players, we won't have to want to change ourselves. My biggest thing is, as players, it's just like life. Football is just like life, and everybody has the ability to change, but most people have an inability to want to. And I say, before they bring in anybody, fellas, we have to change ourselves, and that's what's moving forward the program.
What needs to change?
What needs to change?
In yourselves.
How we live our lifestyle. And I think the biggest thing, that the university could do wrong would be to bring in somebody to this university who treats these guys like football players instead of human beings. And that's the sense that we got out of Coach Shannon. He treats us like human beings, But as far as changing ourselves, we got to want to be just better people in life. Because point blank period, when you're doing things right, man, and as far as your lifestyle, good things will follow on the football field. Maybe not in the time to matter as the fans will like, but it'll definitely take over.
Ryan, it seems like everybody's saying the same thing. He was a father figure. We're behind him 110%. But guys have to realize as well, this program's used to winning national championships. The ACC hasn't been won yet. Something had to happen. Do guys take that responsibility well, knowing that something had to happen and maybe coach had to be the sacrificial lamb?
Right. You got to understand too that you're talking to a lot of guys who are going to obviously be biased because we're around the man every day, 24/7. And as much as we talk about him being a father figure and him treating us like human beings, treating us with the care that we needed, we don't overlook the fact that this is a business. We understand that. I think the biggest thing today is the fact that it was so emotional because it happened so fast, and the fact that we didn't want to see him go, and not like this anyway. But the fact that he's gone now, and they made the decision, something that we got to deal with as people, and we're going to try to handle it the best way we can.
Ryan, is there enough talent coming back here to win? Is this still a talented program?
It's always going to be a talented program. It's based out of South Florida. We get a lot of recruits from not only in South Florida, but all across the nation. And I give Coach Shannon all the credit in the world because I know how far he took me in my career. He gave me the opportunity to come back and set myself up not only for my future here, but my future out of football and for hopefully into the NFL.
Well, why did the team kind of take a step back this year, Ryan? They had won 2 games each of the previous years, and then they kind of stepped back this year. Can you pinpoint why?
If you look at any of our 5 losses, turnovers. Turnovers were a big problem. If I'm not mistaken, we lead the nation in turnovers and penalties. And that's I say coaching does that. Coaching maybe a little bit, but I don't put that on coaching as a player. Like I said, you can bring in Jesus Christ in here, and if you still have turnovers and penalties, it'll be the same outcome.